Good, I think, to warm up this evening. So let's begin. We're going to begin lying down for just a moment or two while we work a little bit on settling the body with some breath work. And if you have a block, Nibby, do you have blocks, don't you? If you have a block, great. I want you to bring that with you as we lay down and just set it aside for just a moment. And settle down. Go ahead and you can let the knees be bent and just feel the low back begin to just kind of fall toward the earth, flatten out a little bit. Let's go ahead and take hands to the belly. Just come into a few minutes here of mindful awareness of our body and our practice. Whatever you've been involved with during the day, see if you can just put the fade filter on that, allowing it to sort of just slip away for a short time anyway. I like to think of it as kind of a cloudy area around my body and my mat. All of that existence of my life still is present out there, but it's just a little bit foggy and faded. Letting it settle into the background. And then with complete clarity and with 100% of your vision and concentration, draw your awareness toward yourself. Feel your breath. Just land in this space that you've dropped into. Take this time to breathe softly. We're going to use this breath tonight to help move and draw energy where it's needed in the body. With your hands on your belly, I'd like you to think about this solar plexus region. That belly where you can feel the rise and fall. And imagine that there is a band of yellow light surrounding particularly the belly region. And this band of light emanates from the light within you. I want you to imagine that there is an actual flame of light inside your belly. And on your next inhalation, draw in the oxygen that is needed to light that flame. Draw it in smooth and long. And then exhale and feel the warmth coming out of your body as you let that breath come back into the universe. Draw in the cooling air through your nose. Imagine it coming into the belly, lighting and oxygenating that flame. And then softly release that breath back out. Let's do that 3 or 4 more times. Relax down the rest of the body. Just bring your mind around the image of the flame. Very nice. One more breath here. Let it out. All right, go ahead and take that block that you had placed next to your mat, and we're going to put that block right in between the inner thighs. So once you place that in between your thighs, press inward. Feel those inner thighs engage and press toward each other. Take a breath in and also take a little pelvic tilt here. So just becoming aware of the pelvic region and the control that you have through that center channel. Exhale, but keep the pressure on the block as you roll the pelvis down. Inhale, take that pelvic tilt, press in. Exhale, roll the pelvis down to the tip of the tailbone. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Now with that awareness of reaching inward toward the block, also press down through the soles of your feet. Take that pelvic tilt, inhale, and then draw the hips right up off of the mat. Go ahead and lift them up. Feel the quads engage. Draw your breath in. Come back to the vision of that flame. Exhale. Let the hips lower down. Roll down to the tip of the tailbone. Inhale. Press up once again to bridge pose. Make this a strong bridge. Keep pressing into the block. Imagine that energy coming up through the center channel, all the way from the thighs up to the belly. Exhale, roll it down. One more time, inhale, press up, this time lifting the arms and fingers up. Reach those fingers skyward, keep the bridge going. And then bring your hands around and underneath the thighs. See if you can interlace the fingers. Keep pressing in on that block. Roll the heart up. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Keep the entire torso nice and strong here. Breathe in deeply. Exhale. Release the interlace of the fingers and roll all the way down. Take that block out from in between the thighs. Go ahead and just press that up toward the front of your mat. Draw the knees into the chest. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock back and forth. I'm going to offer an affirmation for this evening. My strength comes from within. My strength comes from within. Go ahead and lift your head up. Let's go ahead and roll to one side. Come on up. And we're going to come around to tabletop hands and knees position. So come to all fours. Once you're in tabletop, go ahead and bring that awareness all through the practice tonight. I want you to remember the feeling of pressing inward with those thighs and finding that strength coming from the lower part of the core on up. Wrap your lower abs and see if you can bring them to an awareness of drawing up and around your entire spine. So feeling the belly reach up and around, almost as if the front side of your abs is hugging around to the back. Breathe breathe in. Slowly draw that cool air in once again. Draw it into the flame in your belly. Exhale. Let it out. Once again, inhale. Hold it there at the top of the inhalation. Exhale. Let it out one more time, just like that. And just begin a little bit of organic movement here on all fours. You can begin to rock around, just moving from side to side. If you want to press into the hips, get a little movement here to warm up the lower body. Just creating some circles and find what feels good here. And maybe circle around the other way. Working all day or sitting, you probably have some stiff places, so just use this time to work out what you need. Then come back to your tabletop position. We're going to lift the right knee up off of the mat and press the foot up toward the ceiling. Once again, remember to push the inner thighs toward each other as you lift up and pump with that right foot. So use the isolation through the glute. Hold the core very strong and steady. And press the foot straight up and down. A couple more times. And then go ahead and extend the foot. Bring it down to the mat behind you. Cross that right foot over to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Feel the opening in the side body. Stretch through the hamstring. Inhale, come back to tabletop and let the right knee come down. Left knee comes up and lifts. Your knee is roughly the same height as your hip. Foot is flexed. Don't forget to hold in those abs. Keep those nice and tight. And then press that left foot up. Pump, 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 pump. Warming up the glutes. Warming up the front of the hip flexors. Inhale. And then extend that left leg down. Cross it over the right. Slide that foot over to the right. And look over your right shoulder. Feel that opening now all along the left side of the body. Bring that leg back. And set back up in tabletop. Press back to a child's pose, reaching and just letting the body drape down over the knees. Inhale into the back body. Exhale, release. Inhale, come on up to tabletop. Curl the toes underneath. Let's lift the knees off the mat. And press back to downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here in this opening down dog. Pay attention to your hands and the alignment of your fingers. Index finger is pointing straight forward. And become aware of the pressure pressing down from your thumb and your index finger. Find your stability here. Wrap those abs back around. Feel them reach up and support the lower back. Nice breath in. Let it out. Inhale, rock forward to plank and drop the knees. Press back to extended child. Inhale, come up to table. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. We're going to go through that little mini flow a couple times. Inhale to plank, drop the knees, press back to extended child. Rocking forward on your in-breath to table, pressing back with your out-breath to downward facing dog. Inhale. Cable one more time through that flow. Exhale, child. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your hands and we're going to walk backwards to the back of the mat. So just walk your hands slowly backward towards your feet. When you arrive, make your knees nice and soft. Let your belly just drape right over your thighs. Nice breath in, let your head hang down. Give it a couple of yes-no shakes. Release whatever compression is in your neck. Inhale, come up halfway, fingers to shins or to fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk your hands up your body, slowly rise, coming to Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. Arms reaching up, fingers reaching toward the stars. Exhale, bring your right hand down to your side. Left arm reaches up and then over the ear, coming into a nice side crescent. Inhale, press down through the outside of the left foot. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left hand comes down by the side. Right arm reaches up on your next inhalation, and then exhale, bring that arm over your ear. Breathe here with each breath, coming back to that visualization of the flame within your belly. Oxygen feeding it from each inhalation. Energy releasing after each exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands forward. Come back into downward facing dog. Press those hips high. Lift up and back with the lower abs. Feel as if your ribs are being pulled up and in, knitted together by your core muscles. All right, from here, we're going to take our right leg and bring it forward into a low runner's lunge. So just get that leg up there any way you can. Feel free to start using those blocks anytime we go into these lunges. Take a look at your alignment. Ankle and knee are tracking one on top of the other. Lift up with your back left thigh. Feel that pelvic floor engage. Come back to that feeling of the inner thighs moving toward each other, even though they're far apart here. Breathe here, lengthen through the spine. Place your left hand squarely down on the mat or the block. Right arm is going to reach forward, thumb is up. Draw your your right hip back, your left hip forward. Inhale, draw the right arm up toward the ceiling as you rotate your heart toward the right, coming into your twist. Hold here for a breath. Release the right hand back down on the block. Lower the left knee, uncurl the toes. Lift up, arms reaching up for Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. We're not going to go into a deep back bend here. We're just going to lift those fingers up. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the blocks. Slide the blocks backward or just use your hands. Flex the right foot as you straighten the right leg. Inhale, lift up, find length through the spine. Draw the crown of the head up. And then exhale, imagine hinging from your hip crease as you fold your heart toward your knee. Nice breath here. Exhale, fold once again. Inhale, walk the blocks or hands forward. From here, we're gonna lift up on the left knee and slide that left foot forward about 6 inches and straighten the right knee. Coming into pyramid pose, once again holding your blocks, finding that length from crown to tailbone. Really feel the elongation here as if you were trying to create space between each of the vertebrae. Breathe here, draw right hip back, left hip forward. Feel what that does to your body when you make that little adjustment. Creates the balance and it draws the inner thighs together. One more breath. And then bend the right front knee, bring your hands back down, slide that right leg back, press back to downward facing dog. Exhale fully. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, drop your knees, press back to extended child. Inhale, rock forward to tabletop. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. This time we'll slide the left foot forward, coming into that low runner's lunge once again. If you can, slide the right leg back. Find length and strength in the right leg and check your alignment on the left. Lift up to fingertips, find the length. Think about that line coming from the crown of the head down to the tailbone. Breathe here. This time we're going to take the left hand forward. Thumb is pointing up, fingers are outstretched. Draw the right hip forward, the left hip back. Feel the inner thighs, make that adjustment as you do. And then draw that left arm up over your head as you rotate your heart to the left, coming into your twist on this side. Nice deep breath here, open the heart. And then draw the left arm down, come back to the mat or blocks. Drop the right knee, uncurl the toes, lift up, use that core strength. Feel the energy coming up through that center channel. Inner thighs pressing in toward each other. Exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Straighten the left leg, slide the hands or blocks backward. Flex that left foot. Lift up, find length through the crown. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Inhale, lift up, find more space. Exhale, hinge forward once again. Inhale, walk the hands forward. We're going to lift that right knee back up off the mat. Slide that foot forward 4 to 6 inches. Straighten the left leg. Come back to your blocks. Find length here in Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Press that left hip forward, right hip forward. Breathe, find the fire, find that flame, and feed it with your oxygen coming in through each inhalation. I am strength. I am strength at my core. All right, begin to bend the left knee. Bring the hands back down, slide the left foot back, coming into downward facing dog once again. And then inhale to plank, moving through that little mini flow. Exhale, knees down, press back to extended child. Inhale, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale to plank. Exhale, child pose. Inhale, forward, keep it going. Exhale, downward dog. Once again, inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down, come into child. Inhale, forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, from our downward dog, we're going to take our left foot forward. Excuse me, take that back. Start over again. I'm going to do it my right. No, we are going to do left foot. Bring left foot forward. Bringing that left foot forward about 6 inches behind your left hand. We did this movement in our Tuesday class. So we're coming to a supported side plank. And then we're going to roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Lift the left arm up. And then lift up through the core. So you're going to lift through the side body. Rather than collapsing, draw the hips and the side body up. Stay balanced, stay strong. Breathe here, and then I'm going to offer you an option if you want to test your strength. See if you can bring that left leg back and come into the full side plank, stacking both legs on top of each other. Either way, we're going to bring that left arm down, come into full plank, and then press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left foot forward between the hands, low runner's lunge. Drop the knee on the right leg. Inhale up, Anjaneyasana. Draw those inner thighs toward each other. You'll find the stability and the strength. Exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Lift up, low runner's lunge. Walk your hands around to the side of the mat so that you come into wide leg forward fold toward the right side of your mat. As you arrive, exhale, bend forward, bend the elbows back. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift up to fingertips. Slightly bend your right knee. Place your right hand underneath your face, and then draw the left arm up, coming into your twist. Exhale, left hand comes down. Lower down all the way. Inhale, up to fingertips. Slightly bend your left knee and place your left hand under your face. Right arm swings up. Rotate your heart to the right. Come into this twist. Keep finding that length through the spine. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, up to fingertips. Exhale and fold. Walk your hands around to the back side of your mat. Dip into that front right knee now as you face the back. Drop the left knee down. Inhale once again, Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Lift up on the left knee, come into the runner's lunge. And then if you can, find that strength through the center channel. Bring it up in between the thighs. Use your core strength and lift up to a high crescent lunge. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Feel as if you're pressing that block in between the inner thighs. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Walk the hands back around to the side, coming into your wide leg fold. Exhale, let the head drape down. Inhale, come to fingertips. Walk your hands around to the front, back into your runner's lunge, and then let the left leg come back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees come down, press back to child's pose. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. All right. From here, we're going to take the right leg forward. So this time we're starting that whole sequence on the other side. Right foot is now about 12 inches behind your right hand. Start to rotate, come to the outside edge of your left foot as you come into your supported side plank, lifting the right arm up. Once again, stay strong. Right arm, left arm, north and south, lift up through the side body. And then if you want the challenge, you can try to bring that right leg around, coming into a full side plank. Hold your core steady. Exhale, right hand comes back down, come face the mat, come into a full plank. And press back to downward facing dog. Really using that core this evening. Mustering all of that energy from the flame with your breath. All right. This time we'll bring that right foot forward between the hands, low runner's lunge. From here, we'll drop the knee on the left foot. Lift up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands back down. Lift the knee back up. Walk the hands around to the other side. So we'll be doing our wide leg fold now facing the left side of the mat. As you arrive, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, bend the elbows back and fold. Left hand comes directly under your face. Soften the left knee as you draw the right arm up, coming into your twist. Exhale, unwind, forward fold. Place the right hand underneath the face. Soften your right knee and lift the left arm up. Find your extension through the twist. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift up to fingertips. Exhale and fold. Walk the hands around to the back of the mat once again. Coming into low runner's lunge, we're going to prepare once again to see if we can step up to high lunge. So you really want to feel that strength coming from the center channel. Use that core strength. Lift your body up. Draw the arms up and overhead. Stay strong here. Press up through the back of the right thigh. Left hip pushes back, right hip pushes forward. So you really square those hips toward the front. Inhale, bring in that oxygen to the flame, and then exhale, bring the hands back down. Walk the hands around to the side. Come into wide leg fold. Lift up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk the hands back around to the front. Dip into your low runner's lunge once again. And then slide that right leg back, downward facing dog. I told you this was a strong practice. Hope you're getting warm. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, come forward to plank. Drop the knees, press back to extended child. Inhale to table. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, let's walk the feet forward. Come to the front of the mat. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and fold. Press down through the feet, lift all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. Exhale, left hand comes to left thigh. Right arm reaches up over the ear, side crescent. Inhale, both arms come up. Right arm reaches down by the side. Lift up, come into your standing crescent again. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Hold your plank here. Feel your core wrapping around, solidifying and holding your spine nice and supported. One additional breath, and then we'll move into our Vinyasa flow, either four-limb staff pose or with knees down. Hovering, staying strong, pressing up, little back bend in cobra. Exhale, release down. Inhale, press up, coming into our plank, and back to downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps forward. Low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana, lift up. Feel that block pressing between your thighs even though it's not there. Right hand comes to each elbow. Lift up, create that heart opening. Release the elbows, hands come up. Exhale, down to the mat. Slide the right leg back, once again to plank. Lower the body, Chaturanga Dandasana. All the way down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, release down. Inhale, press up to plank. Back to downward facing dog. Draw the left leg through. Once again, drop the right knee. Lift up, Anjaneyasana. Clasp elbows once again. Draw them up. Create that back bend. Breathe here. Holding yourself steady. Arms come back up. Down to the mat. Slide the left leg back. One more plank. Got a lot of planks tonight. Exhale, lower down. You can always drop those knees. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release. This time we're going to inhale, press up, but come back into extended child. In fact, let's wrap those arms all the way around the body. Bring the brow right down to the mat. Just release. Let's take 3 or 4 nice soft breaths here. Breathe into the back body. Slide the hands forward. Let's come back to tabletop. We're going to bring the toes together to touch. And we're going to draw the right arm up and over, reaching upward. Exhale, bring it down and underneath the left, threading the needle and coming to rest on the right side of your shoulder and right behind your right ear. Just release here. Just keep your breathing going. This is a little twist for the body as well as a nice shoulder opener. Press up, come back up to tabletop. We'll take the left hand, sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it down and under. Thread it through the right. Feel that release as the Extend your right leg down the mat. Lift the right arm up. Come into stargazer. See if you can lift that right leg up off of the mat. Foot and the hip are about the same height. Feel your strength coming through the side body as you lift up. Maybe see if you can take that right arm, bend your right knee, and reach your foot. Coming into a little bit of a back bend here. Stay strong. Let go of the foot, unwind, bring that right hand back down. Come back to tabletop once again. Press back to child's pose. Inhale up, come into cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. One more time. Inhale. Still feeding that flame. Exhale to cat. Come back to your neutral table. Pivot on the right foot. Bring your weight and support into the right palm. Left leg extends down the mat. Left arm reaches up. Feel that strength coming through the side body. Lift up. See if you can lift that left leg up off of the mat. Press through the heel. Foot is flexed. And then if you want, you can bend that left knee. Bring the left hand back around. Drawing yourself into a little bit of a back bend here. Keeping your balance and your core strength. Release the hand and the foot, unwind, come back to tabletop. Press back to child's pose. Inhale, come into cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Once again, inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Back into your neutral spine. Let's swing those legs around. Bring them all the way down the mat. Take the right leg, bend the right knee, and cross it over the left knee. Your left leg is extended, foot is flexed. Take your right hand around your right knee. Left arm is going to come around to the small of the back. Press down into the fingers. Inhale, up, draw that breath right down into the belly. And then as you exhale, find the space to twist to the left. Only go about halfway on this first twist. Your next breath, see if there's a little bit more space where you can look over that left shoulder. Right foot is planted down. Feel the awareness of the big toe pressing. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Extend the right leg down. Bend the left knee, cross it over. Right leg is now extended, foot is flexed. You're going to draw the left arm around the knee. The right arm comes behind. Press down into the fingers. Lift up. And as you exhale, start your twist to the right. Just going toward, looking over your right shoulder. Go about halfway. Breathe and allow everything to start moving around on the inside so that you can find room for the twist. Nice deep breath. And then unwind, come back to center. ahead and roll all the way down. Draw the knees into the chest. And go ahead and we're going to bring the feet straight up toward the ceiling. So we're coming into a version of waterfall where we have the lower back nice and flat on the mat. Make sure that your shoulders are also pressing down on the mat. Your hands can be on either side of the hip, palms down. And just feel this nice release with the inversion, providing a little bit of rest for your heart. Worked hard tonight, so deserve a little bit of rest. Slowly begin to bend the knees, bring them down 1 foot at a time. Slide the left leg down and draw the right knee into the chest. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee, right arm into a T as you draw that right knee over to the left. Feel that nice stretch through the glute. Just soften down. Time to cool. Draw the right knee back up to center. Slide the right leg down. Extend that right leg and draw the left knee into the chest. Hug your knee into the chest. And then right hand to the outside of that knee. Left hand into a T. Draw the knee over to the right. If you can soften and release. Left shoulder still planted down on the mat. Notice, are you gripping anywhere? Are you holding tightly in any part of your body? You can identify those areas, see if you can soften and release. Draw the knee back up to center. Go ahead and bring both knees up. Feet are on the mat. We're going to heel toe the feet out to the sides of the mat. And just go ahead and drop both knees over to the left. Let's bring both arms into a T off the shoulder. And you'll coax your right ear toward the floor. Breathe and soften. In yoga, we always practice the principle of sthira-sukha, which means balancing effort with ease. Take your rest now. Know that that flame is always inside you, ready to be ignited just through the use of your breath and your mindful focus. Let's inhale, draw the knees back up to center. Draw the head back to center, and then drop both knees over to the right. flex your left ear toward the mat if that feels appropriate. If that creates any issue with your neck, just let your head be face out. Once again, take notice of any place that you may still be gripping or holding. Very consciously let that area go. Inhale, draw the head back up to center, draw the knees back up. And we will go ahead and set up for a few moments of Shavasana. If you have any props or anything you'd like to bring into that, feel free to create whatever shape and support your body's calling for. You are, let's see if we can do a little body scan here and just let everything settle down. Begin with the feet, letting go of any holding or movement in the toes. Relax the arches of your feet. Allow the ankles to be soft. Feet can flow in or out. Soften your shins. Relax your calves. See if you can really let go behind the knees. Soften your quadriceps, your inner groin. Allow the hips to be open and heavy. Allow the pelvic bowl to just drop down toward the earth. Release your shoulders. Let them soften down toward the outer edges of your mat. Let your fingers be soft. Feel your throat open and relaxed. Soften your jaw. Just slightly create space between the teeth. Smooth out your face. Let your energy now be soft and comforting as it connects you to the earth. And then begin to draw your breath in a little bit more intentionally. Bring your hands to your belly. Once again, remind yourself of that flame within, that band of yellow light. Is your energy of your solar plexus, the sun, the heat, the radiance. Imagine your breath coming in now softly, still feeding that flame. And bend your knees, draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Give yourself a beautiful hug of gratitude for spending this time this evening. This beautiful gift of nourishment for yourself. And then let out that breath. Softly roll to one side. Roll yourself up. Let's bring the arms up and overhead, reaching toward the sun, the source of all universal energy. And then bring the hands down to the heart center, the source of your internal energy. I hope this practice leaves you feeling calm, peaceful, grounded, and strong. Thank you so much for practicing this evening. Namaste.